This is a video on timing chain tensioners. Usually the aftermarket ones, like for example roll-on, come like this with a spring. This is actually goes inside and provides a bit of tension. Now, many years ago, after I changed my timing belt chain, about 6,000 miles in, I had a catastrophic failure with a crankshaft sprocket that stripped. And there's sort of discussions going on about were the chains lubricated. Now, this is a timing chain tensioner that I think is original by Reynolds, I think. And you'll see that the oil hole comes out of the shoe, whereas the aftermarket ones, they have a little oil hole which is right near the bottom over there, so it sort of lubricates down. But you can see the size of the hole is significantly smaller than the hole that's going through this shoe. Now, what I did notice is there's a brand called Reynolds and Roll-On. These do interchange, or I have been able to interchange them. So I did use these ones in the Roll-On tensioners. Another thing is, when you buy the aftermarket tensioners, you get this bracket here, but the old one actually has a little hook on the end, so it stops the shoe falling out of the hole. So that's some safety feature that they had, but they did away with. Maybe it's not a big issue, but some people like to use the original keeper. There is also a hole in the little I think in the I forget what it's called. There's a oil hole that comes out of the block. Here is a shoe for a Triumph Dolomite Sprint, and you can see it's double the thickness, double the width of the Stag tensioner. The Dolomite, I think, has a dual chains, I think, but also again the Dolomite shoe has the hole through the shoe, as you can see through here. So something must have been done correctly or incorrectly. This one they must have taken off, probably maybe this is one of them that caused me my problems, and looks a bit strange. It's not even sitting straight. Maybe not, I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, these are some discussions. I know there was somebody posted a video on how much oil one type splashes all around compared to the other, but is there any consensus that there are problems? I don't know, but I was able to get hold of a couple of these from James Paddock, and they were this type is in both of my Stags, and I have another set for Stag number 3 when I do make it. If another thing, you look down you take the oil filler plug off, and you may be able to see, you might need a borescope or something. If your tension is sticking out about this much, it's definitely due for a timing chain change. It usually starts off like this, and as everything wears out, it comes out. And so I think if it's more than half an inch, I would definitely consider looking at your timing chains. And I think maybe with a mirror you may be able to see down there if it's extended out this much, and it's definitely due for a change.